What's going on, Aces? Welcome back to the channel. Rozonda Chili Thomas of TLC and of course R&B crooner Usher. They had a spicy romance back in the 2000s according to EssenceMagazine.com. And although the 52-year-old has since moved on and is currently happily in love with Matthew Lawrence, she's sharing the juicy details about why they called it quits, doing so for the first time since she declared in a radio interview post breakup that he committed the quote unquote ultimate no. Okay, so these are her words. She did an exclusive interview with People magazine to promote the premiere of her Lifetime new documentary, TLC Forever. So that premieres June 3rd. That's today, actually. So you guys check that out if you have time. But she explained that they definitely had some chemistry. She and Usher, they dated for 3 years from between 2001 to 2003. It seemed like it was so much longer. Oh my goodness. Okay. But, 3 years. But she says that working chemistry does not mean it works in your personal life. If we were working, it was great, but outside of that, we're so different. She said it looked great, but in real life, he knew he had to be a certain way with me, and he couldn't. Even with the realization, the mother of one still kept in touch with Usher. She says that a shift in her faith led her to cut all contact with him in 2019 so she could focus on herself. She is an open and devout Seventh day Adventist, and she shares scriptures on her Instagram page often. She says, I even stopped dating because before that, I thought if I met the right guy during that time, I still wasn't over Usher and it wouldn't work. She said, I never wanted to straddle the fence. However, now she says that she's found her perfect match. She is currently dating Boy Meets World star Matthew Lawrence. If you guys know him, he's part of the trio with Joey Lawrence, who was on Blossom, and their younger brother, Andrew Lawrence, who Andrew does a lot of work in producing and behind the scenes. But she is clearly smitten. She says she refers to him as quote unquote the one. And she says, I love everything about him to people. She says this during the 2023 Power of Women event presented by Lifetime in New York City. She says, I love him and I like him. And that's important. That is so important. You know what I mean? I like everything about him, every little thing. Ooh, Chili is in love. But that is so good. I'm happy for her. So the pair began their relationship right before Thanksgiving. This was shortly before the lovebirds were spotted and photographed together in Hawaii. So far, their love is waxing strong, and they're planning on expanding their family at some point, according to Matthew Lawrence. He shared the exciting news during an interview with Entertainment Tonight. Lawrence was previously married to Cheryl Burke, and they finalized their divorce in 2022 after 3 years of marriage. It sounds like they're both with this 3 year, the 3 year itch thing, like their relationships end after 3 years. That's really interesting. Chili has never been married before, but she shares her son Tron with producer Dallas Austin. So I'm excited about, well, not only the documentary that's coming up, which I hope that that does really well, but I'm excited about her relationship with Matthew Lawrence. And I wonder if they're going to adopt or maybe have a baby, via pregnancy. Now that Chili's 52, so I don't know. Janet Jackson had her baby at 50. So, it's possible, but I don't know if she would want to, put that stress on her body. Chili's always taken really good care of herself physically. But yeah, they are out promoting their new documentary, on Lifetime, TLC Forever. And I don't, did they ever put out any music after Left Eye passed? I'm not sure. I can't imagine how difficult, that would be for both her and T-Boz. I do know that T-Boz got sick and she was dealing with, some illness, but I haven't really heard anything. So I'm glad that they're out, promoting their new documentary. And maybe we'll see some new stuff, behind the scenes. I'm looking forward to it. Drop down in the comments and let me know if you guys are going to watch it. But yeah, I'm really excited that she has definitely, found love. But I know I remember the Confessions album when that came out. And, she even made an appearance, in one of his videos. But she said that he committed the ultimate no. And back then, you know what I mean? Like Usher was, I think, like in his 20s and Chili was like in her 30s or something like that. But I mean, he was young and he said that he made mistakes, but the fact that they continued to talk on and off until just a few years ago in 2019, I completely understand because Usher, I mean, he's been in the game since he was, I think, like 12 when his mom sent him to pretty much be mentored and live with Diddy over the summer. So they met during Usher being signed to LaFace Records. And of course, TLC was signed to LaFace as well. But yeah, Usher has been in this game for quite a while. And I know that he's in Vegas doing his residency there. So if you guys are out in Vegas, please go support him. I heard that it's really, really good, actually, which of course I had no doubt. Usher takes care of himself physically as well, but he's always put on a really good show. But I heard, his Vegas residency is phenomenal. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. And I wonder if, maybe T-Boz, like if they'll go on tour after this documentary, like if she's filling up to it, or even, put out a new album. That would be wonderful if they did that. But it says People magazine says that Chili still denies rumors that the hit breakup album Confessions is about her. She says that she was with him at the studio the whole time. The couple wasn't meant to be. She said that they had differing values and trust issues. However, they did remain on and off for years, reconnecting when they weren't in other relationships. She says, I love hard. And I was like, God, why can't I get over this? He couldn't either. So she leaned into her faith and she eventually broke ties. And once she did that, her heart was open to fall in love with Matthew, which is great because I feel like I've seen their like TikToks and videos and she looks so happy. She's glowing. So, and then she says, when it comes to her ex, she says, I have no hard feelings. It all helped me prepare for Lawrence, the love of my life. He wants to be the best guy he can be and who God wants him to be. And God willing, one day we'll get married. Aw, I cannot wait. I think that they will because Matthew seems like he's really head over heels in love with Chili as well. And he wants to expand a family with her. So I will definitely keep you guys posted if they do end up, getting married. But you guys drop down in the comments. Let me know if you're going to watch the TLC documentary or what you think about what Chili says, that it was really hard to get over Usher and they were talking on and off for about 15, 20 years. Wow, that's a really long time. But I mean, once you love someone, especially, that young, they stick with you. So she's just like us. Drop down in the comments. Let me know your thoughts. Please, please be sure to like, share with, everyone subscribe to the channel, and I will talk with you later. Take care, Aces. Bye.